Well, I think it's about that time here. So this is Self-Publishing with Dale podcast channel, and I'm going to do something just completely sporadic, impromptu. I've got a lot of comments I have to answer over, well, not so much here on the podcast channel, but over on the main channel. I thought this would probably be a great opportunity to go live. Anticipate seeing more things like this. The live broadcasts are going to be happening more here on the podcast channel. So if you're looking forward to, say, the long form content, this is where you're going to come see it. On the main channel, you're probably going to be seeing a lot more of just pretty much just solely pre-recorded video. I've discovered that after being on YouTube for about 5 years on the main channel, it's abundantly clear that my audience that subscribes to me have come to expect just short form content that they can kind of watch and go along with. For whatever reason, it's showing on my dashboard here. Give me just a second here, folks. I need to switch to display capture over to, nope, not that one. We need that one. Good. The audience has come to expect shorter form content, and for that, I'm not gonna, hold any kind of grudges or anything else like that. I believe that you should definitely provide your audience with the things that they come to expect. So, alrighty. Could not find YouTube channel. Well, hopefully you guys are hearing me loud and clear. I see Kevin McGuire, you came in and joined me. Seema Vashisht, it's good to see you join me here. So I know this is rather impromptu, so there's only a couple of you that are doing your thing. I figure this is probably good for the replay. So let's go ahead and let's jump right into things here. So I'm going to come on over here into a screen share. And just for a little bit of context, on the right-hand side, you'll see the type of post that it is. All right, so it could be like a community post or the video itself. So we're on the podcast channel right now. Let's go ahead. Anthony J. Fleischman Jr., Day Oneer, he's leaving a comment here on the most recent poll that actually I put up. So let's go over to that poll. I want to take a look, see what the results are so far. And by the way, you're going to see me doing a lot more of these community posts because they're very popular, and for whatever reason, YouTube likes pushing the heck out of them. So yeah, I just like my own post. It's Friday. What do you eat to celebrate the weekend? Ice cream, pizza, tacos, burgers. I do absolutely nothing to celebrate. Honestly, I never celebrate the weekend, but I know that there is quite a few people that actually follow me that have, day jobs that really honestly look forward to having that weekend off. So in any event, there's just 2 comments here. So Anthony says, random thought, we should live every day as if it's the weekend. I eat with freedom. After all, isn't that what we're all working hard towards in our business, to gain the freedom we want to live on our own terms? Agreed. There we go. Can't add too much more to that, honestly. He gets a heart. He gets a thumbs up. Good stuff. You hear me just fine. Awesome. Good. Celinda Labrous, it's good to see you joining us here. All right, Samantha Michaels, all the above. I'm going to give her a heart, thumbs up. And, this one, I'm just going to say nice. I'm going to keep it nice and simple. All right, let's go back to the comments here. This was really helpful. I'm new to this and looking at all the options. KDP setup has been problematic so far, and considering Kobo, I'm in Canada. Wow. Kobo is fairly intuitive, but I still, this is one of the things, and this is just my opinion, I believe that the path of least resistance happens over on Kindle Direct Publishing. It's the most intuitive dashboard of every one of them, and it's super, super simple, and they've got a responsive support team. So if you're having issues, you're having something that's problematic, chances are likely it's probably user error. I'm sorry to say that. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, Michael, or start a fight with you or by any stretch. But I'd be curious to know what's been the problem for you. That's going to be the main thing. But I'm just going to say keep it very simple here. Glad it was helpful. Hey, there's my wife. I took a long nap after you left. And I woke up and I'm like, well, yeah, I better get up and do something. So that's why I decided to do this. Just popping in quickly. Sounds good. Glad it was helpful. All right. It's always great to learn from the master. Congrats again on 50K. Thank you so much. I think you actually missed the time that I thanks you for the very nice card in your book. So that was over on Twitch this past week. I think I might have missed you then, but thank you so much. Actually, it's probably been a couple of weeks now. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and switch accounts. We're going to go into the main account because I know I'm backed up severely. All right, we're going to comments and mentions. Here we go. And now let's have a little bit of fun here, because I know typically whenever the comments are answered like right away, you guys will know that that's my team member, Ava. Ava handles a lot of my comments. She honestly answers it just exactly as I would. So you're in good hands. But sometimes there's some that she just doesn't know an answer to it. So she'll just leave it there. Well, I haven't answered any comments in a while. I get some here and there. I've been very, very selective. So let me go on into here. Congrats on the 50K subscribers. Thank you so much. May I ask something? No, you can't. My literary fiction novels were €20, but as a new writer, I will sell it for much less to get visibility. Can I indicate somehow that the original price has been reduced to, say, $2.99 from $20 instead of pricing it directly $2.99, giving the wrong impression that it's worth the same as a blank page notebook? Is there a way to have that crossed out price or not? Sadly, no. Closest as it comes is going to be the KDP Select. Hi, Kelly. Just watched your video on low content. Yes. Kelly just posted one yesterday. I love the thumbnail. It cracked me up. All right, so there we go. Gets a thumbs up. All right, so Rita's Happy Pencil dropped mine in bath several times. I was about the Kindle. Oh my Lord. You know, they say that the Oasis is waterproof, but she went ahead and proved it. Dropped in the bath several times. Also used in the hot tub and steam room. Works fine. Just need to drain through the charge port. I have the cellular model as I used to travel a lot with work. It's nice to upload books without having to find a Wi-Fi and no extra charge. Great tip. Boom, boom. She gets a thumbs up and a like. Yeah, you're going to probably be seeing that. I don't want to say probably. You will be seeing more of the e-reader and tablet reviews. I just feel like as an author, you know, get yourself educated about all facets of the business. And part of that is going to be, you know, when you want to recommend something. Like, so for instance, someone's like, hey, I'd love to buy your book, but I don't have a Kindle. Well, I mean, immediately you should be able to say, well, you know, my buddy Dale over here on YouTube, he actually has a video where he shows you how to use the free Kindle app. Oh my gosh, there's a free Kindle app? Or maybe someone's like, yeah, you know, I'd love to read your book, but I want to get a Kindle first. And you can be able to, oh, check this out. You can get A, B, C, and D. Or maybe try a tablet. It's a little bit cheaper. It's got more features, that type of thing. Finally opened this in the app. Oh, nice. Good to see you, Steven. From Twitter, it's always wants to open YouTube from a browser. Ah, okay. Okay, gotcha. Good to see you, Steven. All right. Come on back over here. Don Reynolds. The book I published through KDP needs to be spiral bound, but this is the first I've seen anything about being able to do this through another website. I'm not worried about royalties. The point of the book is to help me and others make their life easier, as I'm on the autism spectrum, and it's something that helped me. So now I'm wondering, what would the copyright issue be if I tried to republish it through a website that lets me spiral bind? It's your copyright. To do with however you please. Especially as a different product SKU. So let me kind of expand on this one just a little bit here. When it comes to copyright, okay, as soon as you create the content on your book, right? As soon as pen hits paper, as soon as you have that first keystroke, a copyright is made, a general copyright. And if you want to actually have it to where it's legally like enforced, so someone goes and steals your stuff, you want to, of course, take them to court and, you know, get them to face litigation of some sort and pay for damages, things like that. Registering the copyright is absolutely paramount, especially if you want to have a favorable decision, you know, made towards you. So I personally have never registered copyrights on my book because my thought is, in a lot of instances when people are stealing the copyright, it's typically outside of the US where I can't track this person down, and trying to get it enforced internationally speaking is just going to be an uphill battle. Now, do I think you shouldn't do a copyright? You absolutely do copyright. If you have the discretionary expense, go ahead. I feel that my money, and this is opinion, I feel that my money is better spent on other things like marketing and promotion and tacos and bananas, probably. So, Easy Graphics, great to see you join us here. Obligatory smashing of the like button. I appreciate it. It's good to see you, buddy. Alrighty, so let's keep scrolling on down. Dr. Elo, it's been a long time since I've seen him. Good friend of mine, super happy friend. If there's someone I know that works and works and works, is you. You deserve 50K or more. Congrats. I'm going to just tell him thanks a million. I appreciate the support. There we go. Now, this is an interesting one here. Hi, Tyler Lee. Big shout out to Tyler Lee. I think I get the notification for about half of my comments through my mobile app. So, any event, I feel like slouching. So we're just going to move this down a little bit. There we go. Okay. So Tyler said, I don't trust Amazon. Sorry, it's just not my thing. And, Ava handled the very first comment, the tier of the comment, and it was pretty much like, hey, you don't have to use Kindle Direct Publishing. And that's truly my opinion. You don't have to use KDP. One of my peers, Ashley Christ, launched her ebook. And when she was getting ready to launch it, she consulted me. And she was like, hey, so what's the deal with publishing on Kindle Direct Publishing? I want to mark my book at $20, but it's going to give me 35%. But then if I go to $2.99 to $9.99, it's going to give me 70%. I want 70%. And that's even, she was looking for far more than that. So she ended up publishing her book through Gumroad and pulled in 5 figures in her first month. And I believe she still pulls in a decent chunk of change because of that ebook. So, I don't want to ever dash anybody's spirits, make them think that they can't be independent. In fact, I encourage you, the more you can distance yourself and become less reliant on platforms to fulfill your needs as an author, the better. Okay, so there was a good reason why I used to just push the heck out of Walter Wyburn's channel when he was doing self-publishing, was because he covered something that I don't cover a lot, which is doing it on your own without the help of a large platform like KDP, Ingram Spark, Barnes & Noble, Lulu, so on and so forth. Being able to be self-sufficient, I believe, in my opinion, I think it's commendable. I really do like that. So if you can get yourself to that point, do that. Absolutely. So Tyler came back. It was just that Tyler probably didn't know, and this is back to the comment here, didn't know some of the features because he thought that he had to have his ebook 100% exclusive. His print book's 100% exclusive if you publish on Kindle Direct Publishing. The fact of the matter is, you don't have to be exclusive to Kindle Direct Publishing if you publish through them. There is one exception, and that's KDP Select, and that's for the ebook. So if you opt your ebook into the KDP Select program, you've agreed to keep your ebook 100% exclusive to their platform for the 90-day period. And keep in mind, it's a rolling, not a rolling one. Come on, Dale. It renews after your 90 days is up. So make sure that you deselect that if you don't want to renew automatically. So I think a lot of people think, well, if I do KDP Select with my ebook, then that means I can't print my print book anywhere else. Completely different rights on that one. The distribution rights for each iteration is completely separate. So ebook, print book, and audiobook, those are separate distribution rights. So don't ever get freaked out about things like that. If you want to go into KDP Select for one book, you want to still print that book on various platforms, you can do that. It's really, honestly, I encourage you. Go for it. And then remember that KDP Select is not permanent, folks. So, all right, let's go back on over here. We're going to answer this question or this comment. Sounds perfect for me, to be honest. As a writer who mainly focuses on comics, I feel it could suit me well. I like the fact that you can back out at any time as well. And I'm going to say, nice. I'm glad you finally see all the features. Kudos. Why not? I'm just going to say kudos because that's what I want to do. Thumbs up. Hard on that one. Guardian Mike TV. This is a good topic. I've been away for a while, consumed from work and COVID, and now circling back and spot on. You have the info I need. Thank you. I'm just going to say, glad it was helpful. Stay tuned for more. By the way, folks, stay tuned for more. This is on the main channel that I'm answering the comments, the podcast channel that I'm currently broadcasting to. Didn't have that many comments, so... But when I say stay tuned for more, I'll tell you that there's a lot of really, really cool things on the horizon. In fact, I'm right now in the production of 37 new videos. Part of that is going to be the Shorts Initiative. I sat down, I discussed it with Ava, I discussed it with Dan, extensively with Dan. I think I probably just briefly mentioned it with Ava, about how YouTube Shorts is really becoming like a big thing. YouTube's getting behind it. And one of the reservations I had in releasing the Shorts content was, would my current audience like it? And I was like really concerned. Well, about a few days ago, I guess Creator Insider or YouTube, someone there had announced, and I found this out through Dan, that they are suppressing notifications for YouTube Shorts because it's going to automatically be going over to the YouTube Short shelf. So with that being said, I'm going to be doing about a month straight of content on the main channel. So brace yourselves. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to have to shoot another crop of about 7 videos. I've got 23 left that I need to do, but very exciting times. Also, when I get disconnected here, I'm going to be working with Floxy, is going to be starting to do my thumbnails. And they're also going to be doing some additional content on new channels that I have kind of in the works right now. I've got my fitness channel. It's been on the back burner. And then also I'll actually have a music channel here pretty soon. So, all right, let's come on back over here. Oh, here we go. I ended up sitting with and meeting an author at the Hallmark filming Thursday. Nice. Congrats, buddy. Have you got any troll comments on your channel yet? Oh, yeah. You know you've made it when you have the troll comments. I can't tell you how many people I've blocked on my main channel. This podcast channel, it's still pretty good yet. I have very rarely had to do it. Oh my gosh, this is a genius idea. I need to set that up. Thanks. Yeah, actually, here, this is probably a great time for me to go ahead and show this to you. We'll go into settings here. You guys are going to be getting a YouTube tutorial here. And what you're going to do is go into permissions. No, not permissions. Come on, Dale, get with it. It's going to be community. There we go. So you could see some of the approved people that I have on my channel here. All right. And then you have all the hidden users. These are people that are dicks. And then here's the blocked words. I've got all types of blocked words. For some reason, I'll run into someone who's got a bot that's pushing, like, let's see here. One of them was Flick Zone, Clarkton, like that was one. And people would just put in like Google it or Google it with quotations in it. So yes, if you want a copy of those words, hit me up directly, Andy or Kevin. Those words are really, really helpful and gets it to where your filter's even tighter than before. All right, here we go. Anyway, why would you want to violate Amazon's rules? I don't know why you would want to. I think not publishing on the Amazon would be the greatest loss to the author, as it's probably the easiest and most convenient, most widely used platform. Okay. Yeah, Steven Searle, 27 videos. Yes. Well, 23 videos to go. I had 37 in all. I already shot a good handful of them. Just been doing about 7 a day. So I've got about 6 or 7 long form videos, or like my normal ones. And then the rest of those are shorts. So every week, there's going to be the one major release, and then each subsequent day is going to get a YouTube short. It's been a while since I've done daily uploads, but I think now with the shorts feature, getting it to where they're suppressing notifications on it, I'm really interested. I want to see how well this works. So, all right. And the risks associating with Amazon are not that different from working with a traditional publisher. In fact, in traditional publishing, you have even less control and freedom. I'm just going to say, well stated. Cool. Oh, hang on. There we go. Well, thanks for that self-publishing with Dale. Yeah, and Kevin, I'd love a copy of those words. DM me, man. DM me, man. Self-publishing a disruptor to the outdated and overrated traditional publishing system. I used to believe that traditional publishing ensures quality, but after seeing so many successful self-published books being turned into movies, etc., I have changed my mind. And although no one should write a book for money, there may not be much money in the book business anyway. I would still prefer an option where I get still more royalties as the author. Indeed. All right. Heart, thumb. There we go. This looks like this might be a story, so you guys get to watch me answer some stories here really fast. So this is literally how I do it. I'm going to go ahead and open up YouTube on my phone. And I've got to go over to stories, and I have to see which story it's in. They don't make this very frictionless. So let's see here. All right. So I've got one from Lin Hu Tran. Congratulations, you completely deserve it. Your videos have changed the game in moving self-publishing forward. I'm going to go ahead and reply to her. Hey, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, keep up the continued support. You're going to be seeing some really, really cool things on the horizon. I'll see you then. All right, and typically when I'm going in here, I will post the question or post the comment. And then I'll just go ahead and I put my name at the very top here. So that way, if this is randomly served to somebody, they know exactly who I am. All right, so I'm going to hit post. And then, so I know that I had already commented on the one, I'm going to go ahead and hit a thumbs up and a heart on it. I know you guys can't see this. My apologies. Here we go. We got one from Gord Eisman, good friend of mine. Congrats, Dale, to the moon. He was one of the guys that was very instrumental in my early development here on YouTube. He really helped me kind of craft better videos. All right, here we go. So I'm going to hit reply to story. Thanks so much, Gord. You're the best, man. I really appreciate all of your help over these years. You're just fantastic and such a great friend. So folks, go take a look at Gord Eisman. Click that link right there. All right, so here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop in my link, and then right below my link, I'm going to go ahead and slip in Gord Eisman's link. Highly recommend if you are interested in developing and getting into video. Gord Eisman is a great channel to go take a look at. His last name spelled I-S-M-A-N, as in Isman. So I'm going to go ahead and, oops, we're going to move this over here because I pointed up towards that direction. We're going to hit post. All right. So we got that comment done. Man. A lot of people giving congrats. Yoo-hoo, Fina. All right, so Fina, here we go. Thanks so much, Fina. I really appreciate the support and the cheers. Let's head to 100K. What do you say? So you guys are getting the behind the scenes look at how I do some of these things. So here we go. All right, so I need to make sure I hit a thumbs up on hers and a heart. All right. So here comes the real issue is I have to go through the next stories to see who else has some comments here. All right, looks like Andy W. I think I must have responded to you. All right, Shirley May says, wow, I always knew you could do it. Your show is great. Hey, thanks so much, Shirley. I really appreciate all your support. You've been fantastic to me. Let's go to 100K. What do you say? All right, so gonna put it on there. It's a rinse and repeat situation. My apologies that you guys can't see any of this. But if you go over to the YouTube app, click on my profile picture on the mobile, you'll be able to see all these stories and such. All right, I'm going to hit a thumbs up and a like there. All right. Blessed or Messy says, congrats, all caps. Hey, thank you so much. You know that the congratulations is super sincere when you actually have it in all caps. I love it. Thank you so much for your enthusiasm, and I appreciate the support. Let's head to 100K. What do you say? All right. And I'm not sure if anybody is very familiar with it being on YouTube here, that when you hit 100,000 subscribers on here, you're officially called a silver YouTube content creator. I'm right now what's considered bronze, which is, let me think here. I think anywhere between 10,000 subscribers and 100,000 subscribers. I believe that's right. Don't quote me on it. All right, so let me go ahead and move back. I'm going to see if I got this comment. Yes, you go live. We can join, catch then. All right. Well, I got to make sure I get blessed or messy. Congrats. All right, so there we go. Good. Oops, Shirley May said rocket time. I'm just going to go ahead and answer it anyways. You know it for sure. Why not? Any other time. Although, if it was taco time, then it's definitely not rocket time, because mixing rocket and tacos becomes super messy. Alrighty. Moving right along there. Thank you so much, Shirley May. I appreciate all the support. Anytime you guys leave a comment, that really does help out a lot for any type of YouTubers. Just know exactly what I mean. And there we go. Good, 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 good. All right. So it looks like we are set for all of the stories things. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go back over to the comments. I'm just going to hit a refresh on this. All right. Looks like Nick Lang. Nick's a longtime supporter. Appreciate your love there, Nick. He was sharing his book. And during the broadcast for the 50K celebration, I told people to shout out their book, and he did so. Let's move this up just a little bit. There we go. All right. Thanks so much for sharing. All righty. Boom, boom. Not sure what he's saying yes to, but in fact, I'll just say it. Not sure what you're saying yes to, but I'm sure it's good. All right, thumbs up, heart. Congrats, Dale. Thanks so much. Reply. Boom, thumbs up, heart. I'm now a subscriber. Sweet. Thanks so much for subscribing. Come on, Dale. Brain froze up for a second there. Dale is the bronze bomber. Yeah. I miss heel fake Dale. Not sure where you're going with that there, buddy. Hopefully when you reach 100K, I won't be motion sick in a vehicle again. Oh, no kidding. Smack the like button, folks. Yes, thank you so much. Slap it. Slap it till it turns blue, and usually only takes one slap. All right, so thanks for sharing. Thumbs up, heart. All right, 21 books. Wow. You are fairly prolific. Well done. Aria says, came here just to see the comfort light. Too bad you didn't show it in your review. Thank you for the content nonetheless. Comfort light. Hang on a second. I do have the Kobo right here. Give me a second. Okay, so we've got the Kobo. They came here for the comfort light, they said, and I don't remember this one having comfort light. This might not be available for the Kobo Nia, but I could be 100% off on this one here. So I'm starting up the Kobo right now. Hopefully it's got enough of a charge into it. I think one of these days, I want to probably start to do some giveaways, because now I've got an egregious amount of tablets and e-readers in this household. I keep picking them up for the videos, and I'll tell you, I probably use one of those on a regular basis, and one of the Kindle e-readers. The Kobo, admittedly, I haven't touched it. All right, so they're saying comfort light. So let's see here. You can change the brightness on it. I mean, that much is easy, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to go ahead and click settings, counts, date, time, energy saving and privacy. You mean reading settings? Let's see what reading settings is on here. No, there's no comfort light here. I don't see anything about comfort light at all. And all the reading settings this does is completely different. Let me go to energy saving and privacy. Yeah. Huh. I don't see anything about comfort light here at all. And I do try to thoroughly research some of the things that I'm doing when it comes to some of this. But let me go ahead and shut this down. Come on now. Shut off. There we go. Powered off. I love it. Oh yeah, by the way, I pre-ordered, and you guys are going to see probably a video in the next week or so, or I pre-ordered the Amazon Fire HD 10 that's going to be coming out May 26th. Some really cool features that are going to be coming out on that. But super stoked about that. But at any rate, I'm going to come back over here. Sorry, I wasn't aware of a comfort light. I just went into my settings and didn't find any trace of this comfort light. Could that be a feature of another Kobo reader? All right. Kobo was super sweet. They ended up sending me they gifted me the Kobo that I've got, the Kobo Nia. But I think they probably grabbed like the cheapest model of the Kobo to send it on out to me. And it's no knock on them. I love a gift. Don't think I'm going to be complaining about it. But any event, yeah, I don't know that it's going to have all those features. So sorry, Aria, if that was disappointing, that I didn't show that feature. I had a video one time with the readers that I have and the Fire HD 10. And for whatever reason, I messed around with the e-readers, but I never turned on the Amazon Fire HD 10. And I just got crucified in the comments. Like people were like, why didn't you turn on? I think it's bricked. I think that it doesn't work. And I'm like, oh God, no, it was an oversight. I'm sorry. My director didn't point out that issue. In other words, me. So I'm not in those possibilities to find out who sells the most under fire. KDP 4 days versus Lulu shipping, then KDP damages versus Lulu. Maybe you did not have any at all. Others have. So basically, what will both say? Ask them. Not entirely sure what you're asking here. Could you clarify? There we go. Lee Jones, thank you so much for all your support, Lee. I always appreciate it. Power on, Mr. Dale. Happy streaming. Thank you kindly. I love it. That's actually a perfect canned response that I don't use too often. Steven Serrell, there you go. I see you there. Thanks, buddy. I'm so happy for you, Dale. Here's to 100K. Just going to go ahead and respond with that. Thanks for the love. Thumbs up, heart. If I'm ticking out anyway, Audible on Find Voices, then why did I have to make non-exclusive? I'm trying to understand this question here. It sounds to me if I'm checking out of Audible and Find Away Voices, then why did I have to make it non-exclusive? Going direct to ACX, you get more money. If you go through Find Away Voices to fulfill ACX, Audible, then you're losing and you're losing 20% of net profit. That's why I go non-exclusive to ACX and fulfill the rest through Findaway Voices. There we go. Boom. Hopefully that answers your question. So if you don't want all the extra steps of publishing audiobooks, you're like, dude, I just want one place, that's it. And if I was forced, like, you have to answer, where am I going to publish you? It's got to be one place. I'll always say Findaway Voices. Findaway Voices, fantastic platform. They have the same distribution as ACX does. They have distribution to libraries, which is fantastic. Go for it. But, you know, if you can take the extra few clicks to upload over to ACX and Findaway Voices and the other platforms I mentioned in the video, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. By the way, I love it whenever people call me Dave. Like, wrong channel. I'm not the Kindlepreneur. What do you mean by KDP is good for fiction writers and choice few nonfiction writers? Would you elaborate on what nonfiction or the actual program clarifies itself once it gets in? Once get into it. Okay. KDP. I actually want to say Kindle Unlimited is widely used by fiction readers. This is why fiction authors have a better chance at hitting it big with KDP Select. Try it out for yourself. $90 days. If it doesn't suit you, then opt out. That's simple. There. Boom, boom. So does it sound better with headphones? Yes, depending on the headphones. I see you fixed the focus. No, I haven't fixed the focus, man. I think I've just gotten lucky today. I've gotten lucky for sure. So for some reason, this is moved over. There we go. Speaking of losing money, here we go. This video took off really well, by the way. I was pretty surprised. Speaking of losing money on Amazon, could you address the problem of competing against yourself on Amazon? When I search for my name on Amazon, 2 results come back for my paperback book. One is the book that I published with KDP, which at this moment has 40 reviews, but Amazon is also selling the Ingram Spark version of that same book. I know this because I changed a small detail on the cover to tell them apart. Unlike my original listing, this version only has 1 review, a review that does not appear on the KDP version. Also, the IS version sold on Amazon says sold by Amazon on the page. I'm competing with myself for ratings. I hope I am not competing against myself financially. In both cases, I used the free ISBN provided by KDP and Ingram Spark. At the very least, I feel like it would be better for me to have all my reviews on the single page. How do I stop this? Do I want to stop this? Note, I don't want to spam your comments, but if you want to see what I'm talking about, the book's title is Dad. Bob, I can guarantee you there's at least 50,000 books with the name Dad on it. I'm sure maybe I can look up Bob C and find out that, but sadly, there's no real way to stop competing with yourself if you're publishing through the different avenues. Just feel comforted in the fact that you have products available, whether they're buying the 1-star review one or the 40-star review one. So to me, I don't see that this is a problem here. Your sale is going to be a sale is going to be a sale. So that's that. So let me see if I can kind of condense that down. I don't see this as a problem, because if you sell one of them, either one, you win. I'd recommend using your own ISBN if you want to get less competition. That's going to be the thing is right now, with the way Bob has it going, he's got the 2 titles going out there. I don't see it as an issue, but he sees it as an issue. The problem is Amazon views those 2 products as 2 separate products because the ISBNs are completely different. Because the ISBNs are different, Amazon views those as 2 separate products. So therefore, the relevancy is going to be different for either one of those things. So you want to make sure that if you want less competition against yourself, which I wouldn't sweat it for instances like this, because a sale is a sale. You're going to get paid either way. But let's say you're really concerned about it. Come to the table with your own ISBN. I've got some videos coming out, by the way. I just bought like 1,500 ISBNs the other day. Yeah. Or excuse me, 1,000 ISBNs for $1,500. That'll be coming out in a video that I'll be sharing and such. Put an ISBN on it, because then what's going to happen is publish through KDP first, because if you publish through Ingram Spark is going to get it where it confuses KDP. KDP is like the jealous girlfriend. You need to make sure you show her love first and foremost. All right, go in there, publish the book with that ISBN that you own, then go over to Ingram Spark directly after you've published it over to Ingram Spark and use the same ISBN. You shouldn't have any kind of problems. Now, Ingram Spark is still going to send the metadata over to Amazon, but the nice thing is since the ISBNs match, all right, and maybe the product SKU is the same, it's going to condense it down to 1 page. So it's best that you go ahead and do that way, I would recommend. But if you're like cash strapped and you can't do that, that's totally cool. I mean, I wouldn't sweat it. A sale is a sale. Dale, can you give me my dumb phone? Your dumb phone? Can you give my dumb phone? I'm not sure. Never mind. My cracked phone can't type. Oh, I gotcha. I bought some sweet headphones and needed them with a new mic. Couldn't hear my recordings in Studio One because of the interface. Oh, no kidding. Hey, Kathy, what's going on? Looks like I missed another one. No, you have not missed it. Actually, I'm still live. Still live. Yeah. All right, we're having a little bit of fun. Let's come on back over here to the comments. Setter's Group says, hi, Dale. I listened to a podcast and you spoke about some websites to feature and promote your book for free. I tried to listen to many podcasts. Can't find anywhere the part where you mentioned this. Could you please write them out? All right. So Kindlepreneur. Let's see here. Reedsy. David Gogren. And TCK Publishing all have a list of free and premium book marketing sites lists. That just reads wrong. I'm going to say site lists. Lists. Yes. Sites lists. Yeah, sites list was right. Let's go with that. So there we go. Boom. All right. Next one. Sally Alter. Hi, Dale. Great video. I've learned more from you than the other 7 videos I've watched on keywords. The only problem I have now is how can you not put the title of your book in as a keyword? The title of my book is How to Live with Bipolar. If I don't mention bipolar, nobody's going to look it up. Same as how to, as this is part of the title. I can't understand it at all. My subtitle is 125 questions and answers. How can I not put that in my keywords? Thanks for your comment. Figure out other ways to describe your title. Maybe even symptoms of having bipolar. Is it bipolarism? About being bipolar. Symptoms being bipolar. There we go. There we go. Good question. Thumbs up, like. My boy, Scott J. Marshall. Good old, gotta love good old Fiverr. Yes, thumbs up. Boom. I must have missed you on a story. Sorry about that, Scott. Okay, can make a video about tape it Friday 9 to chat because I know how much I don't know how to, but I think you must because everybody have worked Friday night when you battle of people of in most all. You could be a lot of people there as you could go to vomit, have some time with you when it's nighttime. You win the bomb head and 1 para sabaj. What? Sorry. That person get hidden. You can't learn how to go ahead and put some comments down that just make zero sense. I got to kick you off. Kevin McGuire, it's good to see you, buddy. Why do authors get screwed so bad in audiobooks? We should be getting the majority of the sale, not the peanuts we're giving. I wholeheartedly agree. There we go. Boom, boom. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it just yet, though, Kevin. Authors Direct, you can actually have your own storefront. Now, Authors Direct obviously is a Findaway Voices based program. And you can make it available through Authors Direct. And I think it's $100 to have your own storefront. And then you're collecting 80% of every sale. So, excuse me, that's probably one of the avenues I would recommend looking into. Run on much? Yeah. I honestly, yeah. Dale, why are KDP and Amazon support so poorly trained and incompetent? Stephen, I wouldn't say that they're poorly trained or incompetent. I would just say that they are not on the same page, because I've run into some representatives that are fantastic. They are great. They're thorough. And then there's other ones that like, they just get lost. You ask them a simple question. They're like, no, that's not available. Be like, actually it is. I've done this before. You just got to understand that the head rarely talks to the hand. And so with that being said, sometimes the inmates run the asylum. So they try. They really do their best. Remember, there's human beings on the other side of things, people that actually have to pay their bills and such, and they try to do the best they can. And remember, quite a few people come at it from a very aggressive standpoint. You didn't answer my question. How dare you? I'm leaving KDP. I'm going to go to Lulu instead. I hear it from all walks. People don't have the patience in understanding that there's a human being on the other end of things that's helping you self-publish, ready for this, for free. And unless you're doing it through a company like BookBaby or Ingram Spark, you're getting it put onto a platform for free and getting to distribute. This is an interesting and very great time that we're in. And I just kind of breaks my heart sometimes when people are kind of like, just ready to just jump on people at the first sign of adversity. Adversity is going to strike no matter what business that you're in. So I would say have empathy for those people there. They're not all incompetent. They're not all stupid. They're doing the best they can, I imagine. And maybe sometimes that's just not good enough for some people. But Richard Sewer. So much value, just genius link alone is genius. Do you know if we're able to use Amazon video ads for books? If so, how? I tried looking for it, but couldn't find a way to do it. As always, keep up the great work. And I'm going to have to give him the bad news. Sadly, no, there is no feature or videos in Amazon advertising right now. Fairly interesting side note I'll share with you guys here, that there's actually the Amazon Influencer Program, and I don't know the qualifications are for it. I've heard some people say you have to have like 1,000 followers on any one platform. I heard somebody say you had to have 3,000 YouTube subscribers. But Amazon Influencer, though, is now allowing you to upload video to a particular product and be showcased on your landing page as an influencer, and in some instances on the product page. So that part is really kind of cool. I foresee Amazon advertising will evolve to take something on like that. Will it be anytime soon? Probably not. We're talking maybe 5, maybe 10 years down the road to where they'll start allowing for video ads. So I think that will be a great day when they finally do that. All right, let's move down. Calvin Long, man, I got a lot of comments I need to go through today. Please forgive me. I know I've asked this before. If I use quotes from movies, famous people, and from other sources, I'm okay as long as the quotes are not prohibited from being used without express written permission, and I include the necessary information in a bibliography, correct? In theory, yes. Consult an attorney. For a better answer. There we go. Thumbs up, heart. Samarth Bell, yes, that's the next video to make. I'm just going to give a thumbs up and a heart. I think that story's already disappeared. On all these platforms, do you have to have a written audiobook already? I have just audio files. I narrated myself, cover art, not a written book. Does anyone know? Yes. You can publish an audiobook without the ebook or print book. Published. Use any platform but ACX. ACX is the only one who requires the book published in advance. There you go. Fun fact. So believe it or not, if you just want to get into, say, audiobook publishing, and I see these quote unquote gurus and these experts that talk about audiobook publishing and, you know, being great at it and such, but it slays me, because if you're doing strictly audiobook publishing, if that is your thing, then it doesn't make too much sense to me. Why is my camera shutting off on me? That's goofy. Give me a second here, folks. Some reason my camera decided it's just going to shut off. I am not sure why it's doing that. There we go. Maybe on. Huh. All right. Well, we're going to move over to the Brio then. Screw it. Let's go over here. Awesome. Let's tilt this on down. Move it over. Actually, that probably was better right about here. Yeah, I'm not sure why my camera decided it's just going to stop working. All right. Show. There we go. By the way, Andy, when you DM me, remind me, I'll give you a moderator wrench. And Kevin, I need to get you a moderator wrench over here on this channel, because I will be doing more live broadcasts. All right. Sorry for the decrease in quality here when it comes to the video, but it is what it is. How about that? All right. How do I get the TIN thing? Google it up. Sorry. Not trying to be. For whatever reason, my Brio camera decided it's just going to start right in the middle of things here. Let's go ahead and unlock it. I'm going to move it on down here. Stretch it out. Move it up a little bit. There. I am not sure why it's doing this. Brio, where are you at? There we go. Man, yeah, I have no idea what the heck's going on with my camera. That's pretty. Hey, YYZatsy boy, what's going on, buddy? Okay, sorry. How do I do the TIN thing? Google up. Sorry, not trying to sound like a smart aleck, but I'm not the expert on filing tax ID numbers. Alrighty. Doesn't get a thumbs up or a heart. That's just like, sometimes it just slays me. Sometimes the questions people ask, they say there's no such thing as a dumb question, but there are some irritating questions, and that right there is just an irritating question. How do I get a banana sticker? Love your videos. Thank you for all the helpful information. Drop me an email. Boom. Hearts, thumbs up. All right. Sandra says, check out Advocate Art. They represent illustrators who specialize in children's book. My daughter is one of them. Thanks. Does Ingram Spark allow back covers? Yes, they do. I see that you can upload front book cover, but not back covers. Do you know about this? You upload the entire cover, including the front, back, and spine. It has to be All one file. All right, thumbs up, hearts. There we go. Flawless life. Hey, I have a question. I have to pay 30% of taxes to the IRS because I don't live in the U.S. So, how it works? I don't live in the U.S. So how it works? And if I can file a tax form to get a refund, consult a certified public accountant. I'm the last person to give advice on taxes. Alrighty, thumbs up, heart. What about the light? What about it? It's good. Very bright, if you want. Kathy, you still hanging out. It's great to see you here. All right, FG. Hi, Dale. Thanks for your video. What happens if the default bid of the keyword determined by Amazon is higher than 10 cents? Still does it seen for some times? Oh my gosh. Folks, please, like, before you hit that comment button there, could you just go through and just do a quick proofread? Because I don't know what that means. Ignore the suggested bid. If you aren't seeing any impressions on a given keyword, then increase the bid. For some reason, one of my tablets decided to bing at me there. I'm not sure why. What if the audiobook is not already done as an ebook? Mine is just an audiobook. You can still distribute everywhere except ACX. I think this Lacey Clark might have said something before, or someone asked the same thing. My tax thing says failed the interview. Contact Twitch support for help. Ooh, FYI, if you produce an audiobook via Findaway Voices, apparently the Authors Direct $99 setup fee is waived. Just reading the FAQs on Authors Direct. Ooh, cool. It helps if your country has a tax treaty with the U.S. Yes. Steven says, I'm 73,811 on Amazon right now and number 2 in the category. Didn't expect it that. I'm on BookDoggy. Oh, BookDoggy. Yeah. My boy Martin Crosby running things on over there. Great guy. He's actually a fellow author as well. Can you self-publish KDP and paperback on Amazon while having hardcover exclusive on Lulu? Sure. Boom. Hey, my friend, do you know if Ingram will still allow to give out free ISBNs on each book published with the use of the upload and updated waived fees? Sadly, it's one or the other. You can have free ISBN, but pay the upload fee. Or you can have the upload fees waived, but bring your own ISBN. There we go. Boom, thumbs up, heart. Dale just figured out that Smashwords don't do paperback. Is this correct information? Yes. Kevin McGuire, I'm going to join when I get my next nonfiction book out. I've decided to keep all my fiction in KU. I tried to put my last nonfiction on Ingram Spark, but stopped when they asked if there were any photos from Amazon. There are lots of them. How'd you get around it? This is one of those things that I spent weeks working with this, getting a hold of people over in Amazon. And what it came down to was, like I said, hey, I've got these images here of Amazon. Is there anything against it? Because Google was easy. Google, like getting permission from them, there's actually like a page that you can actually go in and clip the information and such and use it inside your publication. That gives the rights, and there's a specific verbiage you have to attach to. Amazon was not clear and cut and dry as what it was for Google. I reached out to their team, and some people were like, "Oh, you'll be fine." I was like, "Can you share with me where that's inside the guidelines and terms of services and such?" And they're like, "No, it's not really there. It it comes down to, if we see something that's not right, we'll go ahead and push back and put it to draft and make you fix it. So it was kind of a scary situation when I had these 3 publications about Amazon that I'm like, okay, are they going to be doing it? Fun fact, actually, I had an interior designer for the book, Amazon Keywords for Books. And he had actually worked with a friend and follower here of the channel, loved his stuff. I was like, man, you do great work. And it was going to come at a higher premium. But the problem was this guy refused to do my interiors if I didn't get the necessary rights from Amazon. And I was like, I told him the situation. He's like, sorry, that's not my problem. He's like, if for some reason you're sued, they could bring me into it as well. And I don't want that to happen. So there you go. It's ambiguous as always. So I would say do your own due diligence and see if you can find out. So contact KDP support. Sorry, Kevin, to give you such a brief answer, but I feel like I gave you it right here pretty good. So I see there's 5 of you guys hanging out. Make sure, of course, that you slap that like button. All right. Cleopatra, hi, Dale. Is there any update on this 1 year on? I love making planners. Was just about to upload my first one to Amazon KDP, which I made just for Amazon. When I saw your video, I want to publish high content books later on, so I don't want to risk collateral damage, as you said, when Amazon comes down on the abusers, or risk my account. Since this happened, expanded distribution was the only thing affected. Will they roll out changes eventually? We can only speculate. So that's the popular question. A lot of people ask me, hey, what are your thoughts on no content book publishing? And I still think it's very viable. If you enjoy doing it, go for it. But it's a very, very, very competitive market. About 5 years ago, when I first, broke into the whole no content stuff, there was literally nobody. You could publish just about any type of no content book up and make thousands on it. Now, that's not so much the case. It is much, much more difficult to get any kind of traction. But if you enjoy something like this, go for it. The thing that I said last April, I think it was, when the whole Ingram Spark thing kind of came out, where they made a policy change on what they would accept for as far as no content books. But thankfully, this is one of those times where being an influencer, so I put quotations on this, being an influencer allowed me a little bit of influence because the acting director at that time was Robin Cutler of Ingram Spark. She saw my video and was like, ooh, let's walk back some of this. Some of the points that he brings up are pretty legit. My thought was at that time was, if this is coming from Ingram Spark, parent group, Ingram Content Group, is probably going to start to roll this out across all of their brands. And that includes Lightning Source, which, of course, they fulfill expanded distribution. So the expanded distribution was then affected, I think a few months after that was when they started to deny no content books on their platform. So you wouldn't be able to select. It would gray out expanded distribution for a journal or a diary or a planner and such like that. So it's still very viable. I think that people should still go for it. Is it dead? No. But admittedly, I think last year I gave my speculation. I still stand behind those speculations that, KDP is going to make a huge change. One of the biggest changes I would like to see would be at least specific categories that are for no content books, because there's a huge market for it. But the problem is the folks that are making the no content books are categorizing themselves into fiction and nonfiction categories. And it's not fiction. It's not nonfiction. In fact, probably it's a little closer to nonfiction. It's more like a stationery of sorts. And if Amazon could ever get their heads out their asses and start to kind of figure out that this is a whole movement and address this and make it to where it's more convenient and people can kind of roll with this, we're going to be forever stuck in this holding pattern. And I think they're going to create a lot less work if they would just give us the categories. Dr. Elo, what's going on, my man? It's good to see you, man. Actually, I just was commenting on one of your comments not too long ago. Here we go. KRLC Studio said, I had another question. Can you price your book any price you want using Lulu Express app on Shopify? Yes, you can. Do I have to price my book on my Shopify store the same price as indicated on Lulu? You can price however you like, regardless of the Lulu pricing. Boom, there we go. Yes, which by the way, I'm anticipating, I'm talking to a web development team that's going to probably be working on the API for me, which is, you know, a little bit more of a free option, a little bit more. It is a free option beyond them setting it up and such. But I would like to do a video very soon about integrating Lulu Express with the website API. And that will be fun because then you're not having to pay like the $9 or $30 fee for Shopify. Jay Spillers, thank you so much, Jay, for being a subscriber. I appreciate it. For 10 months. With Amazon KDP, you can select to allow bookstores and libraries to get your book. If the bookstore wants it, Ingram distributes free Amazon KDP. Yes. But most instances, bookstores are not compelled to stock an Amazon published book. If you direct through Ingram Spark, come on now, Dale. You have the option to get to allow refunds. This makes it more enticing to buyers, more apt to stocking your book. It's simply not a case of there we go. So this is the thing is you're going to see Amazon says this quite a bit, and I need to look over here. You're going to see this quite a bit, that Amazon kind of just like says, well, you know, oh, we can get library and bookstores and institutions. Facts. A lot of companies don't want to support Amazon. So if you're publishing through Amazon, they're not going to want to stock that. If you're through Ingram Spark, though, they have this returns policy. And with that returns policy, it gets it to where there's less risk for the bookstore owner, for the library and such in purchasing your book. Having the refunds available is going to be something that's more enticing. You do not have that ability with KDP through the print options. So it's just facts, folks. I'm not stuff that I make up. This is stuff I've learned from industry experts. Ingram Spark had talked about it in one of their previous chats in Cincinnati a few years ago. That having the refunds option is something that can be a game changer for a lot of people. Let me test something out here. I want to see if my camera's working again here. Hang on. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah, that is so strange. Hopefully my camera has not died on me. That sucks. All right, let's keep this moving along here, folks. I'm going to move this here a lot faster here. Glad to see there's 5 of you guys hanging out. Dale in shorts, me with the furnace on and snow outside, LOL. Got to step away. Cat's driving me crazy. She wants to eat again. Take care of that cat. All right, Anna Malden, picture book author. Your book turned out beautiful. I didn't know about Barnes & Noble Press. You didn't mention what kind of trim sizes they do. I hope they make sizes for picture books, though. I'll have to check. Great. Oh, thank you. They have a lot of trim sizes and print variations. There we go. Boom. There's no way I'd be able to cover all that in a video because it's so much stuff. How long does it normally take to get the email to accepted? Long as, I'm just going to say up to 2 weeks, I've heard, for some people. Alrighty. April Marie. Looks like capture card trouble. Yeah, Dr. Elo, it was working fine until like about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. And it just like, screw you, I'm done working. So I'm sure probably just a case of just rebooting things. I don't think it overheated or anything like that. So, but we will find out in due time. Maybe my cam link died on me. Who knows? That could be it because it's not lighting up. Give me a second here, folks. All right, let's see if that worked. Maybe. Nope. Yeah, it's so strange. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say here, Dr. Elo. We're just going to stick to the potato quality brio that I have right now. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. My Douglies want fed now. Doodles. Oops, my typos. Oh, I gotcha. She's a high maintenance cat. Yeah. All right, let's go back over here. Let's get the rest of these comments. Good Lord, how many more comments do I have, Dale? I don't know. Man, I let this stuff back up for a while. I have my book published through Lulu.com. They get 20% of sales and printing cost. How does that affect my chances? What chances? I don't even know what you're asking. Could you... Yeah. I think sometimes people are watching these videos and when they're leaving comments, they're kind of forgetting that I've got like nearly 600 videos on YouTube alone here. And they come in, they're like, hey, I get 20% of sales and printing us. How does that affect my chances of what? I don't know what you're talking about. You probably posted at some point while you're watching the video. I have no idea what that is. No offense, April, but I'm kind of confused on that one. Top 3 authors, Chrissy Hunger, Dan Brown, Stephanie Meyer. Thanks for sharing. Boom. Scroll it down. Hey, Dale, when running Amazon ads, should we consider both Kindle and paperback versions of our book or just the Kindle version? Oh, both. All the way. Yeah, I wouldn't know why you wouldn't want it to do both versions. Hello, Dale. It's me again, your favorite nurse doc. What legal link do I use for my pre-orders? Use the link from within your dashboard. Simply click on the region. Use the link you are sent to. Done. I didn't know I had a favorite nurse doc. But awesome, Dr. Dixon. I have a word search puzzle book that shows up on page 1 of Amazon search for that specific niche. However, I only make sales in the book when running ads. I've only had a few organic sales. What do you think this is happening? Why do you think this is happening? Could be the cover. Could be the copy. I don't know without seeing or knowing more. Comments should include a link to the video. That would help so much. They technically do, Dr. Elo. I'm not sure if you ever noticed that you can actually click on each one of these videos, and it'll send you over to like the link of the other comments, but then you can click the video additionally and it'll go on over there. I don't honestly, I don't go back and watch any of my videos to get more context for a comment, honestly. And that sounds kind of crappy that I put the burden over onto the viewers, but you know, the amount of comments, as you can see, I've had a lot. I've been on for over an hour right now, and we've already done dozens of comments. So, Yeah, I'm not going to go back and watch a video. My account says, hi, I released 4 books 3 days ago and put them all on a free book promotion. All the books shot up through the ranks, and 3 of them got to the top 100 slots for their niche within the first day. They have dropped now to 200-ish BSR, except one that is 7 BSR in its niche. I'm wondering what to do about the prices now. Any advice? Well, first of all, let's first of all get something straight. When you put a book on a free promotion, you are not considered an Amazon bestseller. I'm sorry. There's no way around it. You're not an Amazon bestseller, all right? You're not selling books. You're getting downloads. And if it's free, the thing is with free, there's a completely separate category. So when you go into a free book promotion, and let's just say, for instance, you got number 100 overall instead of the free bookstore, that would probably be, I don't know, 1,000 downloads maybe in a day that you would end up getting to that specific position. But the thing is, that's probably way high, but I'm just giving you an example. The thing is, free categories are completely different than the paid categories. So if you get number 1 in free, that's great. That's all well and good. But the whole purpose of free is to promote your brand. It's not necessarily to get that number 1 bestseller, tick on there. So free and paid are separate ABSRs altogether, completely different. So as soon as you get off that free book promotion, it used to help out a lot in building relevancy for your title, but anymore, it sometimes can kind of backfire because with it being free, there's going to be some people that are going to come along and go, oh, I'll go ahead and check this out. And they're not even your ideal reader. So what ends up happening is it's going to mess up your also bots because that person might buy Werebear Shapeshifter Romance and you got a car repair manual. And with that being said, you're going to be just dirtying up your also bots. It's a whole thing in itself. I don't know much about your book beyond what you shared. This would require a deep dive into. All right, there we go. Boom. Yeah, sorry, my account, but yeah, I can't help you on that one. Question, why do we want hanging fruit by going slow and steady? What happens after the 30 to 60 day waiting period? Just want to make sure I understand the reason. The low hanging fruit aka keywords, are cheap and often not bid on. Is a way to gain traction for your ad and book. This builds relevancy and helps you make lower bids for more competitive keywords. All right, thumbs up, heart, boom. Hi Dale, I'm enjoying your videos. I like this bonus at the end of this video about how to reveal the subcategories. You use the ASIN and the Kindle Store search line, then on the left column, you were able to, oh yeah, this feature's gone. Does this trick still? Sadly, shortly after this video, Amazon removed the option. I've got another video that's going to be rolling out about how to kind of spy the competition and see what competition is using for category placement. That's going to be coming out here relatively soon, but you have Publisher Rocket that you can be able to do it. But let's say you're cash strapped, you're not able to spend the $97 on Publisher Rocket, totally understand. There's something that's called booklink.com. That's spelled BKLNK.com. Go over there. They have a category search and you can actually use it there as well. So that'll save you just a little bit of money. The Country CEO, Dale, what are some companies that will just handle the printing for you? If you're looking for offset printers, just Google local printers. That's it. Not a sexy answer. I think a lot of times people probably think, like, when I say just Google it, like, honestly, there are some things that just Google will help solve you. I can't take that much at a time. Hee hee. They're just going to get a shrug. Ooh, man, you know I'm behind on comments when there's like a month old. Hi, can someone help me? I'm just confused to get either the Paperwhite 3 used or the Kindle 10th Gen. Thank you in advance. I asked the seller and he or she said the 10th Gen is the Paperwhite 4. It makes me more confused. I have no idea about generations of Kindles. I just buy the most recent ones on the marketplace. There. You guys have amazing hearing. Another one without context, but I think I know what they're talking about. That was the one with Keith, and I hollered out the window. I just said thank you. Hey, take care. It's getting late. Got to start getting ready for bed. Hey, take care, buddy. I'm glad you were able to join us today. All right. Number 1, identify your audience. Number 2, narrow your topic. Number 3, selective title. I think that is my last step. Yep. Hello, this is very informative. Thank you for always sharing your honest opinion. I was thinking about publishing my children's picture book with Green Room Spark, but I heard that if my work consists of bold colors, it may not come out pigmented. Do you agree? I'm not sure about that. Color print I saw was just fine. I'd say order a proof copy before publishing. I get it a lot of times where some people are just so like, they're like, oh, but what if it doesn't come out a certain way, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, just upload it to the platform and order an author copy. Get a proof. And then you can see it from there. I know that's probably not the ideal situation. You want to kind of go, well, I'll pick this one. You're going to have to kiss a few frogs to find your one prince. Find that one match. So the same thing is going to work in self-publishing. If you're very particular and very specific about how you want your print needs, guess what? You're going to need to invest a little bit. It's facts. Sorry. Can I fix a higher price for KDP ebook for Amazon.com and a lower price for yes? Yes, on the last step in the setup process for publishing your book. There's a drop down for regions beyond.com. Easy question. Good question. All right, it looks like, oh, is this it? Yes. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and hit refresh. We'll see if there's any additional comments. I'm sure I probably picked up a couple while we were doing this. I see a lot of 5s. Indeed. Thumbs up, heart, held for review. All right, here we go. This probably is a mixed bag here. Oh, yeah, we got Flick Zone. Report abuse, Flick Zone, report abuse, Flick Zone, report abuse, Flick Zone, report abuse. All right, let's hit refresh. Samantha, what's going on? I was just talking about you earlier. I was just commenting on your comments. All righty. Let's switch it back on over here. I'm going to go ahead and move this up because I don't feel like sitting on this stool much longer. Alrighty, well, we started out with having my high quality cam and now we're with the Brio here. It is what it is. We just went ahead and rolled with the punches. This was an impromptu type thing. I was behind a lot, as you can kind of see on some of the comments on my channel. Now we're all caught up. I just pride myself on doing that. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for the kind words of support when it came to hitting the milestone of 50,000 subscribers. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. If you're not a subscriber, and if you've watched this long, come on. You're going to like the rest. Excuse me, as I start to belch into the microphone. You're going to like the rest of the content. Come on, just hit the subscribe. You don't miss out on a single one of these videos. So, all right. Hey, this is the Self-Publishing with Dale YouTube podcast channel. I do appreciate each and every single one of you. Have a fantastic